Hi all, this is Reshmi Elias from freshersworld.com. In today's video, we will be dealing with the topic ratio and proportion. So as you all know, in most of the competitive exams, there will be 4 or 5 questions coming from this topic. So I will be giving you some shortcuts to solve the problems related to the same quickly. This video is sponsored by an academy, and after a small video, we will start our classes.
Are you aiming to crack CLAT? Dear CLAT aspirants, here is an amazing opportunity to practice with an Academy low aptitude test. An Academy is conducting CLAT mock test on this Saturday. Top rankers are provided with prizes. Winners with rank 1 to 5 would get Amazon vouchers worth rupees 5,000 and ranked 6 to 10 would get vouchers worth rupees 3,000. Frankly, this is an amazing stuff and beneficial for all students aiming for CLAT 2021. What are you waiting for? We have kept this link in the description below. Go click it right away. All the very best.
First question, A is to B is equal to 3 is to 4, B is to C is given as 5 is to 6. What is A is to B is to C? So to solve this question, write the ratio which we want to find, that is A is to B is to C. Here A is to B is given as 3 is to 4. So write that below A is to B. And B is to C is given as 5 is to 6. So write in the next line below B is to C the corresponding ratio, that is 5 is to 6. Next step is to fill the vacant or blank spaces. So in the first row the corresponding value of C is missing. So write below C the value which is nearer to it in the same row. So the value which is nearer is 4. So write it below C. Similarly, in the next row, the value corresponding to A is missing. So what we have to write there is the value which is nearer to that in the same row. The value which is nearer is 5. So write it below A. Now to get the answer, just multiply the values in each column. That is below A, just multiply 3 into 5, that is 15. And the value corresponding to B is 4 into 5, 20. And below C, 4 into 6, that is 24. So we got the ratio A is to B is to C as 15 is to 20 is to 24. Moving on to the second question. Here A is to B is given as 2 is to 3, B is to C is equal to 7 is to 9 and C is to D is equal to 5 is to 7. And the question is to find A is to B is to C is to D. To solve this question, we can use the same steps which we followed for the previous question. So the first step is to write the ratio which we want to find, that is A is to B is to C is to D. Second step is write below A is to B the corresponding ratio, that is 2 is to 3. In the next row, write the ratio B is to C, that is 7 is to 9. And in the next line, write the corresponding ratio C is to D, that is 5 is to 7. Is the next step, fill the blank spaces. For that, consider the first row. The corresponding values of C and D are missing. To get the corresponding values of C and D, write the value which is nearer to it in the same row. So the value which is nearer to it is 3. So write below C and D 3. In the next row, the corresponding values of A and D are missing. So below A, write the value which is nearer to it in the same row, that is 7. So write below A 7 and below D, what you have to write? The value which is nearer to D in the same row is 9. So write 9 below D. Similarly, consider the next row. Here the value of A and B are missing. So what you have to write there? The value which is nearer to it, that is 5. So write 5 below A and B. Now to get the ratio A is to B is to C is to D, just multiply the values in each columns. So below A you will get it as 2 into 7 into 5. 2 into 5 is 10, 10 into 7 is 70. So below A you will get the value as 70. Now below B, 3 into 7 into 5. 3 into 7 is 21. 21 into 5 means 20 into 5 is 100 plus 1 into 5 is 5. So 105. Value corresponding to C is 3 into 9 into 5. So 3 into 9 is 27. 27 into 5 means 20 into 5 is 100 plus 7 into 5 is 35. So 135. Finally, the corresponding value of D is 3 into 9 into 7. 3 into 9 is 27. 27 into 7. 20 into 7 is 140 plus 7 into 7 is 49. So 140 plus 49 is 189. Write that below D. So the ratio will be 70 is to 105 is to 135 is to 189. Now let us see one more question. If 3x is equal to 4y is equal to 6z, find x is to y is to z. So to find the ratio x is to y is to z, there is a shortcut. What you have to do is to find the corresponding value of x, just multiply the coefficients of y and z. Here the coefficient of y and z are 4 and 6. So 4 into 6 is 24. To get the corresponding value of y, just multiply the coefficients of x and z. So here 3 into 6, 18. And to get the value of z, just multiply the coefficients of x and y. That is 3 into 4, we will get it as 12. This can be further reduced. Divide each term by 6. So 24 by 6 is 4, 18 by 6 is 3 and 12 by 6 is 2. So the ratio will be 4 is to 3 is to 2. Here I have given 3 questions for you to work out. Please do the problem and check for the answers. Hope you all understood this shortcut. So wish you good luck. Thank you.